Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lavina. Thank you so much for being here. Well, in today's video, I decided to answer a couple of you guys' questions. Instagram has this new feature wherein you can ask people stuff. It basically says ask me anything and you can answer those. You can also share your responses on Instagram, and I found it to be a really fun thing. So I decided that I wanted to sit down, get ready, and while I do that, I will answer some of the questions which I think a lot of y'all want to know, but some that are very peculiar or very personal. Like if somebody is asking something which is only relevant to them, that I'm not going to answer in this video. But other than that, I'll be answering the questions and transforming this face because we know it needs some makeup. So without further ado, let's start. So before I start off with anything, I'm just going to quickly take a hairband and chuck my hair away because that's what I like to do when I put makeup on. I do not like hair disturbing me. And before I start with the first step, which is my primer water, I'm going to quickly open up the questions that I have in here. So there are a lot of responses in just a couple of minutes. So I'm going to start off with the first one that I see is Chit asks, which is the one best tip you would give anybody for gorgeous thick hair? Okay, so I get this question like a lot of times that if I have gorgeous thick hair, how do I manage it? Because having thick hair is also a bit of a trouble because they are pretty unmanageable, and no matter what hairstyle you make, they will not stand because the volume is so much that they have a mind of their own in a different way. Like, I know it sounds so weird that, oh, you have thick hair but still you're complaining, but trust me you guys, having thick hair is also a bit of a problem. So when it comes to styling tips for gorgeous thick hairs, I would say that don't try to style them a lot using heat tools because you have so much hair that it's gonna take up a lot of time, and also once you have styled them, it's going to be very difficult to let it stay that way. You'll have to use a lot of product to maintain it. If you're curling them, you'll have to use a lot of hairspray. So I would just say that stay away from the styling bit of it and rather just get into stuff like braids or hair bands or some clips, or just tie them in a high ponytail, leave some loose fringes out and go for those cute rubber bands which has which has a bow at the back, or go for a high messy bun, because I think these hairstyles require volume, and if you're somebody who has good volume and you have thick hair, then these are the kind of hairstyles you can easily stick to, and you can totally shy away from styling your hair using heat tools and other products. Just stick to more of the natural side of it because you already have such lovely hair. You do not want to mess up with them by kind of overdoing it. So just stick with the natural way of styling your hair with braids and stuff. I use my Milani 2-in-1 concealer and foundation, and I'm gonna mix it with my MAC wow. I'm gonna mix it with my MAC Stroke Cream. I'm just gonna take a very little bit amount of stroke cream on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna shake this Milani foundation, and I'm gonna take 1.5 pump of it. I'm gonna start applying it using my PAC 004 brush. Aishwarya Kumar 06 asked me, what is my skincare routine? Okay, I am getting this a lot recently because my skin has improved. I know, looking at me right now without makeup, a lot of y'all must be thinking that is that the good version of your skin? how bad it was before. But in reality, I had a lot of acne and a lot of marks, and those were very, very prominent. I didn't even have guts to come in front of the camera without makeup or a BB cream, but right now I do, and it has stopped bothering me that much because it has improved. And here's what I've been doing for that. Step 1, that I have been sticking to my cleansing, toning and moisturizing very religiously. For cleansing, I'm using the Neutrogena facial cleanser, the mild foam version, that pretty much helps me I mean, it suits my skin the best. After cleansing, I'm using the Himalaya toner for toning my skin so that all the pores that I've now disturbed are relaxing, and it's very difficult to talk while doing my neck. Okay, and for moisturizer, I'm using the Plum E-Luminance moisturizer. I keep switching between moisturizer depending on how oily or dry my skin is feeling. So lately I have been using the Plum E-Luminance moisturizer. I am also using Skin Code Brightening Day moisturizer, which also has an SPF, and that seems to really work for my skin. It has added like a lot of glow. So that's what I'm doing for the CTM. Other than that, I make sure that I take my makeup off once I'm done. Like if I don't have anything to do, I don't sit with my makeup on throughout the day. If I've already shot or I've just come back from an event or a meeting, I would make sure that I get rid of all the makeup on my skin and then I go with my CTM. I am also using a moisturizer under the makeup or a primer water, which is really helping to act as a barrier between the makeup and the skin. So those are the two things that I'm doing. I'm also regularly cleaning my makeup brushes because I think a lot of bacteria comes from them, which results in acne spots and whatnot. So these are a couple of things that I have been following lately and it has been helping me a lot. So if anything you're not doing, these are the major 3 things that I think you should really start doing. Follow a CTM, consult a dermatologist who can help you with your CTM routine, and remove your makeup if it's not necessary. Just don't sleep over it and clean your brushes. While I conceal, I will move on to the next question. For my concealer, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I am obsessed with this one and I think I'm going to hang on to it for a while until I find a new one. Komal_31 asked me, how much do you earn out of blogging? Well, I'm not going to get into numbers and stuff because that's very personal and that's nothing to be that is something really personal and it's nothing to be discussed online. I don't ask anybody how much they earn. All I can say for this is that I earn enough to support myself, live today and be able to save for tomorrow to provide for my family, everything that I need. That's how much I earn out of blogging, and more than the money aspect of it, blogging has given me a lot of confidence and self-acceptance which was lacking in me in my teenage years. So I think that's what I earn from blogging. Now before anything creases or budges, I'm going to quickly set my under eyes using a loose setting powder. Now let's move on to the next question. So Shmita Roy 15 is asking me, tell us about your love story. Now a lot of y'all know already that I have been married for the past 5 months and me and Hanish have been dating for around 8 years. Like officially dating for 8 years, and we were friends before that for 2 years, so we've known each other for 10 good years. We've known each other ever since we were in 8th grade, and we met at the coaching classes, like one of those tuitions, and we became friends instantly. For me, it was a very instant affection. I can only call it affection or attraction because I genuinely don't think that at that point in time or at that age we had the understanding of what love is. So it definitely wasn't love until that time. It was more like, I like him, I like to hang out with him, I like a lot about, I like his personality. So it was kind of like that at that point of time, and I was always open about my feelings. Like I always upfront went and told him that listen, I'm not looking for a friendship sort of a relationship with you. It's definitely something more than that, and I don't know what it is, but I definitely feel attracted towards you. And let me tell you guys, if you do that at such a young age to a boy, he is definitely going to run away. That's what Anish did. He kind of, got scared because I used big ass words like commitment and serious and relationship, and I look at like living my life with you and stuff like that, which was a lot for a boy at that age to take in. I was pretty mature, like I was very mature ever since I was small when it came to relationship and stuff, but for him it was a whole different world altogether, and he wasn't looking for anything like that at that point of time. So we were just casually friends, and it never became official because obviously it was one-sided. For those 2 years we were just friends, but we never stopped being in touch, being friends throughout our schooling days. And once we reached college, like junior college, and we started hanging out more, and it was like a different bunch of people, and Hanish had obviously grown into this person, and he was more open to a relationship at this point, and he sort of was very vocal about it. Like he initiated the whole thing, and he definitely showed like a lot of interest, and he chased me, he texted me. I mean, he kind of did everything that I was doing back when we were in school, but in a more romantic way. Mine was more like very immature and childish love, but his was real sort of efforts that any boy would make if he is in love, and I could totally feel that. So yeah, in junior college we started dating, and it's been 8 years since that. We were in 11th grade at that point, and after that, oh my god, what's that? Oh, that's foundation. And we've been dating for 8 years, and we got married this year in Feb, and it has been an amazing journey with him. He is literally my best friend. We like buddies. We are not even like those cheesy couples. I mean, we laugh out so much, even if we are trying to be cheesy at times. Ours is more like a friendly bond, and that's why we've stuck to each other for so long. I think this whole spending time with each other, being soulmates, is very overrated. I think if you're really looking at making a relationship work, then you need to invest into it just like any normal human being would. Like care for the person, be there for them, do stuff that they like, make them do stuff that you like sometimes. Just find a middle ground, be buddies to each other, just be there for each other, and I think it's definitely gonna work that way. Shanaya Deseja asks how you manage professional work and household work together. Well, that's a great question. Like right now, that's the most important thing, because I'm almost torn between two worlds. One is where I'm a very homely person, where I do everything house related. I'm shopping for stuff which is for the house, or I'm decorating and cleaning and organizing and cooking and baking. I mean, I'm doing all those sorts of things, and then there's a chunk where I'm just shooting and doing my makeup, replying to the mails. I mean, just living my life. So if you're trying to find a balance between the two, you first of all really need to have your own space. So if you're living in a joint family and you only have your bedroom to yourself, then just make that a space which is really rejuvenating, because once you're out in the kitchen, in the living room with the rest of the family members, you really want a space to go back to and to de-stress, so that you can completely focus on your work. If you have the liberty of having your own home like I do, like my in-laws stay next door to me, so it's almost like we have the same house, because we're just hanging out around the whole day. But I do have a space, I do have a house of my own where I have all the liberty and space to myself. So once my schedule is decided, like okay, this is the time that I have to give to my family and this is the time that I need to work. So I keep a good gap between those timings and I have dedicated spaces for that. I mean, I would never get my in-laws to come to my home and chill, or I would not sit there and work on my laptop. So this is more like my workspace. This is more like the place where my creative juices flow, and that is more like the space where I'm like very family like person, where I'm very homely and I'm just chilling and I'm just exploring things which are house related, discussing with my mother-in-law. So that is how I really maintain the balance, which is dividing the time, dividing the space, and really like setting my priorities, like what needs to be done when. So that is a bit of a juggle, but once you find that middle ground, and you can totally balance the work and the household life. While I finish my other brow, let me quickly go through next question. Okay, Heli_zone is asking how to look good in every outfit I wear and style myself like a pro. Now, how do you want to look in every outfit? I mean, it's very, like, let me talk about it in a general sense. Firstly, you need to find your body type and what works the best for you. You can simply Google and find out what your body type is and what are the garments that are going to flaunt your body type, and mostly try to stick to those garments because they are going to be your comfort zone. Like, it is going to be your territory. These are meant to suit your body type, so there's no way that you're gonna look wrong in them, technically speaking. And once you found the clothes which are your body type, then go into other aspects like what are the colors that suit your skin tone, that complement your eye or your hair color, or clothes that are very suitable to your kind of. Why are these lights flickering though? So like, find clothes that suit your skin color and that are your type. Like, if you're somebody who's very traditional, then go for a lot of ethnic wear. Or if you're somebody who's very tomboyish, then you can go for oversized tank tops or boyfriend jeans, like with high top trainers and stuff like that. And if you want to look good in everything that you wear, well, the only key is to feel good. Wear it with a lot of confidence, wear it like you own it. I mean, if you're feeling good in the outfit that you're wearing, there's no way you're gonna look bad in it. So the best deal is to stick what works for your body type, what suits your skin tone, something that you're very comfortable in, which is your personal style, and it is going to make you feel great. I mean, it's definitely going to make you look amazing, and you're gonna look good in all the outfits if you stick to these particular things. Timothy1212 is asking me, hi Lavina, the fashion trend you did try to now, or you like the most? Well, one fashion trend I haven't tried now, and I am sorry for not being updated with it, are those crossbody or the waist bags. Those tiny small bags, I've been seeing them all over, especially the Gucci ones, and also there are some very affordable pieces on some apps, and I'm so looking forward to trying those. I am really keen on trying those very soon. Before I move on to the lips, which is I guess the second last step, let me quickly go through another question. Himanshi Jain _1910 says, I'm your biggest fan. Would you ever love to meet me, or you're interested to have a coffee with me? Well, firstly, Himanshi, I am extremely thankful to you for being so sweet, and I'm so grateful to have you as a fan or somebody who admires my work. I would definitely be interested to meet you and have a coffee with you. If ever I have a meetup, I would really love to meet you and all those other people who admire my work. But firstly, I want to say I still get very nervous when somebody comes up and tells me that they are my fan, because to be very honest, I don't think that I've done something to make people be a fan of me. I mean, I feel I've maybe done something that people would, appreciate or admire from far away. I mean, they can just be like, oh, okay, she's done good for herself. But I mean, they won't be my fans. So if somebody walks up to me and says that they're a fan of mine, I think that's a big deal to me. And I'm very thankful and grateful for people like that in my life. And if any time I would get an opportunity to meet them, I definitely would. I think life after wedding is amazing. If your partner is great, you get to spend a lot of time with them. So it is beautiful. Now that the makeup is completely done, let me quickly go and answer one last question. Okay, Amiable Creator asks tips for new bloggers. I'm gonna keep it very simple and very short, guys. If you're a new blogger, do not go for money, do not go for big brands, don't get hungry, don't get greedy. Just keep on creating content. Remember, the first reason why you are into this is content. Just completely work on your content. Be very professional. Be kind and polite to your colleagues, your acquaintances, or the people you work with, the photographers. Give due credits. Pay people on time. Send your bills on time. Be professional. Just don't do it for fun, for fame, for followers, for money and stuff like that. And be patient. If you are consistent with your work and your mannerisms, it's definitely going to pay off and you're going to make as much money as any other professional will. So be consistent, be hardworking, be true to your profession, and be patient. That's what's going to take you a long way. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A sort of chit chat, get ready with me. I hope I answered most of the questions that were common. If there are any more questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I will definitely get back to them. And some of the questions which I haven't answered here, I'm going to definitely answer those on my Instagram stories. So make sure you follow me on my Instagram. My handle is The Love in a Blog. If you enjoy this kind of a video where I get more chit-chatty and we communicate a lot, then also let me know that in the comment section below, and I will try and make more of these videos. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and press that bell notification button so that you get notified every time there's a new upload. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys next time. Bye.